Hello everyone, this is Martin and welcome back to another weekly video forecast as to the trading opportunities I see coming up and some of the trades I will be looking to take. So we're now talking about the upcoming week of August, the 22nd to the 26th. Okay, you can see that right here. And for this week, I'm looking at using the swing pullback trading strategy, and that's because last week a lot of the major pairs they were in small trends, they were heading towards support or resistance, and as of last week, especially with the close on Friday, we had pullbacks off the support and resistance zones for most of the major currency pairs. So pairs, I see the pairs perhaps continuing their pullbacks for this week, and so we are in a pullback phase. So just watch out for that. Be aware that this does this does not mean that the overall major trends are reversing or something dramatic is happening in the markets. It just means that the pairs are in a pullback. Wait for confirmation one way or another to the upside or to the downside for the respective pairs. And for that, I normally use the simple swing pullback strategy, which you guys learned in the course. Okay, so let's start with the week with the first currency pair, which is the Euro USD. Okay, here you can see the weekly chart of the Euro USD. Last week we had a pretty good bullish warrior candle. There was good strength to the upside. It broke the upper trend line of this rectangle. You can see this is the weekly chart, and so I expect further I expect further upward movement to at least the next resistance zone, which is right here. If it breaks this area, then it's going to go much higher to this previous swing high here. Okay, so this is what I see on the weekly. I've just increased the magnification on this so you can see this a lot better. Let's go down to the daily. Okay, and you can see on the daily again. Price broke out here with this candle above the trend line. Great opportunity to get in, make some pretty good pips. And I did suggest a price above the, I believe it was above the 112.50, right about here. So if you would have gotten in here, you would have made some really good pips. You'll get more information on that, more detailed information on some of the trade opportunities and the possible pips you could have made in the PDF file. Don't forget to open that. I normally include a PDF file along with the video, so make sure you open both the video and take a look at the PDF file for all the detailed notes as well as the trade opportunities and the pips that you could have made. Okay, so here for this week, I do see price going higher. We are in a bit of a pullback. This is the Friday candle right here. Price may pull back down to this zone right here. Let me just extend that. Okay, so price may come back down here and then go back higher. So what you're looking for is really a swing pullback. Go down to the H4. You can actually switch that. You can switch your charts now to an H4. You can see the pullback here. Price may come back lower, may just go higher. But again, draw the trend line. You're looking for a break above here. So for this week, I'm looking for a either a buy. You can place a buy limit order 1280 to 113 around here for more of an aggressive buy opportunity, or wait for a break at above the 113.50. 113.50 is right around there. Okay, look for a breakout above 113.50, right about there, and then look for price to go higher. Now, you can see that again here. Price has gone on the LEOD, gone higher. It's bounced off the support. So just waiting for the pullback to end and looking for price to go higher. Now, the British pound USD. This is interesting because after the Brexit vote, we can see basically just a huge sideways channel. I'm sorry, this is the daily chart. So weekly, you can see here a lot clearer. Went down, price went down to a major support, up. It's down again, retested the support, and now has bounced up. So it's failed to make a lower low, and it looks like price is going to be heading higher again. So it looks like this pair is going to be range bound for us for a while. And last week on the weekly, we had a huge bullish engulfing candle indicating further upward movement. So again, looking at the daily, you can see we had good upward movement. The bulls were in control. The buyers wanted to push price higher and most likely would have gone higher. But on Friday, we have a inside bar. You notice that this is an inside bar. It's bearish. Just means that the bulls are resting kind of right now. And we're waiting either for a break to the upside above this area or to the downside above below here. So this one's this one might be a pretty good entry both ways, but um, what you want to do is sell below the 129.50, okay, right about there, or you want to take a buy above the 132.20 above here, 32.20. So price is either going to go up or down. This could be fairly easy play. Just keep your eye on this, and you may want to go down to the 4-hour charts for better entry. Okay, and you can see here we're no man's land on the LEOD. So again, we're waiting for price to break out to the upside. My bias is to the upside. Okay, so just letting you know, or price may come back down again. Okay, now Australian USD. Let's take a look here. As I mentioned the previous week, price I thought was going to go higher. It did go higher, but has bounced off the major support. You can see, take a look to your left here. Previous swing high, and price has now come back down, and again it's come down to the lower trend line and it's bounced off and stayed above the 21. This is the 21. So price still, my bias is still to the upside. On the weekly chart, you can see this is a bearish pin bar. Let me just magnify that. So here's a bearish pin bar. However, price may come down just a wee bit lower and then bounce higher to make a move toward this area and to retest the previous swing high. Take a look at the left side of your chart right here. Okay, so back to the daily. This is magnified. So again, we're looking for a swing pullback buy entry. And again, if you want to switch down to the 4-hour chart, you can see what's going on here. So you're looking for a buy above this area right here. You see above the 50? This is the H4 chart. Okay, and let me just draw a trend line. Okay, so if you want to do this, okay, so price may go up, may come back down again. You're looking for a break anywhere above here. So above the trend line, this is the buy zone. We're still in the sell zone, short term, even although price is above the 50 on the daily chart. So the trend lines are really good on this. This is a well-defined trend. Price is just going sideways for a bit. Let me just, there we go. Price is just going sideways a bit. I do expect further upward movement at least one more time to retest the highs up here. Okay, now the next one, oh, let's take a quick look. So you can see on the LEOD chart, prices come down to between the two yellow lines. So again, we're waiting for a break to the upside, which is my bias. Okay, now we come to the New Zealand USD. Same thing here. This is the daily chart. You can see price went up to the resistance zone and has just bounced back. It's an inside bar on last Friday's close. Let's take a look at the weekly. So weekly though shows a huge bullish candle. You can see that right here. It's kind of a warrior candle indicating further upward movement. So we are in a pullback On the daily chart, it does show the pullback. You can see the MACD is still rising. The histo bars are rising, and momentum is still to the upside. And what we can again see is we're waiting for one good bullish candle to the upside to give you a clue that the uptrend is going to continue. Okay, and what you can do is buy with a candle close above the 72.85. Excuse me. So a candle close above the 72.85, right about there. Okay, let's go down to the 4-hour chart just for a second. Let's okay. So 72. So look for a candle, a bullish candle to close above the 72.85, which is right about there. Okay, right about there. And if you get one bullish candle close above there, I would just enter at the open of the next candle. This is the 4-hour chart. You can also go down to the hourly chart. Again, this is for end of day trading, okay? And let's take a look here, drawing a trend line. Okay, so you can see what's happening. Take a look to the left right over here. You see this huge up candle and a huge down candle? That is a resistance area right here. So price has to break this, and that's why I say look for a break above the 0.7285. Okay, so you're looking for a bullish candle right here to break the trend line and to break this previous swing high. Once it does, it most likely is going to go much higher. Okay, and that's that. Now we get to the USCAD. Let's start with the weekly. Again, I normally start with the weekly charts, and it's called a top-down analysis. I want to see what's happened on the weekly as far as the overall trend is concerned. So we use the longer-term charts to establish overall trend. Then we go down to the daily charts and the H4 charts for your entries, possible entry areas. And you can see on the USCAD, last week was a bearish week, so it went down quite a bit right to the 100 moving average here, indicating that there's going to be, or there most likely will be further downward movement. But to see what happens on a shorter time, we switch to the daily, and you can see on the daily chart on Friday, last Friday, closed with a pretty large bullish. And is this not called a bullish engulfing candle? Okay, so bullish engulfing candle engulfs the previous bearish candle, bounces off this support, indicating further upward movement to at least this area right here. I've indicated that in the gray zone, which is a resistance area. So what you can look for is either taking a sell limit order up here somewhere, if you're very, very aggressive, or you can look for a sell below 127.50, which is down here. Okay, so right down here, waiting for price to come right back down, bounce off the resistance, and looking for a sell trade with a break below this area right over here. So there's a lot of things you can do. Again, it's a wait and see situation. You'll wait for this pullback to go higher and then look for further bearish evidence to the downside. Okay, let's quickly look as I normally do. You can see here on the LEOD chart, price has gone, take a look again at this huge move and the pips you could have made by observing the LEOD charts. Price right here with this candle broke below the yellow. Getting in right here would have given you quite a number of pips. So I do enjoy switching back and forth between the LEOD and the price action charts just to see what's going on, give me another perspective on price. Okay, so now we move along to the US Swiss franc, and just like the US CAD, here's the weekly. We had a major down movement hitting previous support right here, you can see. And again, just like the other pair, it bounced off the support with the Friday's close. You can see with this bullish candle, it is also an inside bar, which means that you have to wait for further evidence. So you want to take a buy trade above this previous bearish candle. Okay, so you're looking for a buy trade, which is a counter trend trade. Okay, or you're looking for um, a close below 95.80. Let's take a look here. Okay, and the reason I say 95.80 is because I'm already anticipating a swing pullback strategy. So take a look here, see how price, and this is the 4-hour chart, has bounced off the support area. I'm going to draw a trend line, okay? So just to show you what's going on there. And you're looking for price to break into below the trend line in its continuation to the downside. So you're looking for a price to close below, you see this area right here? 95, this area is 95.80. So looking for one bearish candle to close below this up candle right here, this white up candle, somewhere right there. And then once it does that, then take a trade at the open of the next candle, and down you go. So hopefully you'll get at least 37 pips if it's going to retest the previous low. If it goes beyond that, it's going to go much further down, and take a look at the really far, well, the far left over here. Here's the next previous swing low, and then again to the left again where my mouse is, all the way down here. So again, right now it looks like it's possibly going to go higher, but again, you're looking for evidence, further evidence to the downside. You can see the MACD bars are gaining momentum to the downside. Okay, so this is the US Swiss franc, and finally we get to the USJPY. And again, this is an interesting pair because again, last week, let's go to the weekly down movement. You can see with this bearish candle last week, that's this last candle here, and we hit a major support area. This support, by the way, take a look at your price levels on the right side. We're at the 100 level. It's a key support zone for the US Japanese 100 round number. Okay, so you almost expect the price to come down and then bounce off. And you can actually see that on the daily chart, where on Friday we had a little bounce up again on the Friday after having basically 1, 2, 3 down days. Okay, so right now we're at the 100 key level. Again here, this is a wait and see situation. So again, you want to look at the pullback strategy, the swing pullback. Again, here's the H4 chart, and you can see on the H4, the pullback is very minor so far. Okay, you can see we're in a triangle right here. Let me just do that. Oh, let me do. Okay, go there. So actually, it's not really in a triangle, but again, price. Let me just take away that price is making higher lows on the H4 chart. It's just grinding its way slowly, slowly, slowly. But notice with all these candles right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like from here, price never closed above the 21. So you can see the sellers are holding their position, their line in the sand. It looks like price is going to come down lower, but what you got to do is wait for break of, you're waiting for one good bearish candle to break the trend line right here, and then down she goes. Okay, so my suggestion would be you could take let me just take a look here. Yeah, that's you're looking for actually on the daily chart. If you switch to the daily, okay, hold on. So you're looking for a break below the 99.50 here, a breakout below that, and then price should go down lower. Although I kind of think that price is going to go sideways. It's going to be stuck here for a while. So again, look for bearish evidence to the downside. The other thing is there may be a buy play here. Um, and it's a counter trend trade. So look for a buy above the 150. So here's the 150 right here. So look for a buy from here, and if price does that, then you know price could actually test the previous high here, and that could be pretty good. A counter trend trade could be pretty good for at least 130 pips or more. So just keep that in mind. So it could be a possible buy trade for counter trend, or just wait for a break to the downside below this area right here. Okay, and that's what we've got for this week. Looks like you want to watch the British pound cross pairs for trading opportunities, and you know, this week could be actually pretty good depending on the breaks. Depending how successful the swing pullback strategies are for the currency pairs. There could be some really good pips to be made for this week. So take care, everyone. Hopefully this helps all of you. Remember to open up your PDF file for the detailed report on this video. Happy trading. If you guys want to contact me, please do so. Let me know how your trading is going, see if I can help you, or let me know if you need any help. And remember, I'm available to meet you at your home, or at a coffee shop, or somewhere local. Just contact me with the details, and we'll get you going. And that's it for this week. So take care. Bye for now.